Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. It's me, Mary, on this Felon Friday, but unfortunately, not really because it's the premiere of Mama June tonight. But I am here coming to you with Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Love During Lockup, Word on the Street. Mr. McMumbles, Julius himself, says leave him alone, and Bradley finds himself in the position of defending both of his sisters. Let's hop right into this. So, like I said, it's Felon Friday, but technically not because Mama June is on tonight. Last week was the season finale of Love After Lockup. Life After Lockup is returning in August. If you haven't checked out my recap for the finale, please do. But I am here busy for you guys, putting out content. I'm sure you want to know what's going on with Amber. So, Queen and I sat down. If you haven't checked out my interview with Queen, please do. She provides all of the Amber updates, and we let you know how you can help Amber during this time. Puppy, as you guys may or may not know, is currently incarcerated, but she is due to be home in a few weeks, as Queen mentioned in the interview. If you haven't checked out my interview, please do. And I just want to say this again until I'm blue in the face if I have to. This GoFundMe, when I just checked a couple of hours ago, it's still up for some reason, but there's no money donated to it. So this GoFundMe, organized by this Mary Coase person, is fake. Okay, this has nothing to do with Amber's family. There is a GoFundMe out there for Amber's family. If you would like the link, please let me know. But this particular GoFundMe by Mary Coase is fake, 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 fake. I've reported it to GoFundMe a billion times. If you guys could please report it to GoFundMe, you could find it by searching Aid Amber's Fight for Life, and her picture will pop up. This is not related to Amber whatsoever. This is just some scammer trying to ride off of her tragedy, which fucking pisses me off. Lindsay got herself a cowboy and a huge engagement ring. And he is a military man. So Lindsay paid tribute to him on Memorial Day. And I had a chance to sit down with Lindsay and Chad, that's her new fiance, to talk about how they met, how things are going, and more importantly, his criminal background, which has been put out there on the interwebs. So he sat down with me and we talked about what happened. So if you haven't checked out my interview with Lindsay and her fiance Chad, please do. Now, Rob, as you guys know, he was released, arrested, and released. So I had a chance to sit down with him yesterday and interview him and talk to him about all the things. If you haven't checked out that interview, please do. I told you, I've been busy this week, you guys. And today I have La Madre from like season 2 of Love After Lockup. Remember, he was with Andrea. Well, I'm interviewing him tonight. He was recently released. He's been out for like a month or so. So I'm going to talk to him and find out what his plans are. Now, the next person I would like to talk to, and I'm going to email her today because I've tried DMing her in the past that I haven't received a response, is Hope. She has come out and started talking about the 1 year anniversary of when she was shot in her ass. Okay. I unfortunately did not see her TikTok live. Even though I have notifications on TikTok, I don't seem to get them on time, which pisses me the fuck off. So I missed her live. But I want to sit down with her and have an interview so you guys could hear it from her mouth, her story about what happened that day. I'm still not even clear about what happened that day. So I would like to sit down with her. Hope, if you're by any chance listening to me, please, I'm going to send you an email. Respond back to it. I would like to give you the platform to sit down and explain what happened that day in your words. She was posting throwback pictures of her and Arthur after her TikTok live, which sort of confused me a little. But like I said, I want to sit down and have a girl's conversation with her. Now, moving on. Brooke will be returning to next season of Life After Lockup, but I am 100% sure that her and JK are broken up. Could this be her new man? Possibly. Okay. She got herself a cowboy again. I mean, that's all there is in Texas, aren't the cowboys? I mean, come on. Anyway, Brooke says if you want her to spill some secrets, hit the Cash App. Sorry, Brooke. My budget is zero. You could ask Julius. Julius asked me what my budget was for an interview. I don't pay for tea. My budget for tea is zero. But hey, Brooke, if you happen to be listening, my ears are open. JK is living his life without Brooke. And then we have Savannah living her life without Bradley. And honestly, she looks healthier and happier than she did on the show. Now, Bradley, on the other hand, finds himself in the position of defending both of his sisters on Facebook. So, back on the 22nd, he posted on the behalf of the Hicks family. I just want to apologize for Alyssa's Roberts' behavior after her escapades. I know people out here after her rants like, damn, I had no idea this whole time. I know no one will jump on this, but I need you guys to know you're not alone. Then his sister, Caddy, jumped in the comments and said, or maybe she should leave all these people she's talking about alone. So it's like, okay, what is happening here? So Bradley finds himself defending Alyssa because of her shenanigans. Okay. Now, back in April, Bradley was defending Caddy, the sister that Savannah said told, I don't have a dungeon in my basement, and she stormed out of the bar. Remember that scene? Well, Bradley's defending her now, and he says to everyone talking about Caddy now, keep that same energy. I'm still out here, and I will see some of you all. Everyone was supporting and wanting to fucking everything. I got her phone, so let's not ruin some of your reputation just because my family's popular around here. Some just have it twisted that accidents happen. Yeah, it was horrible, but you people are so bored or all alone with a couple of people and want to put their 2 cents in. It's cool though, because now I know who to spit in the face when I come across. CDC says be safe out here. So now that sounds really serious. Bradley saying that there's people talking shit about his sister, accidents happen. So I did a little research, and it turned out that Kathy did have an accident back in 2022. She was in a high speed chase with police with her infant daughter in the car. And basically, she tried to do a U turn to get away from the cops, sped off at really high speeds, reaching at 100 miles per hour at some point. And then she hit the curb, I believe, or the divider, and the car flipped over. First responders had to rescue her infant daughter. Um, I didn't find any information about charges. Couldn't find a mugshot. As you can see here, it says, charges were pending against the driver. So I don't know what was the result of this accident, but this is a news article that I found about the accident itself. I guess people are talking shit, and Bradley's like, yo, let me see you in the street and I will spit in your face. So someone jumps to Caddy's defense in the comments of Bradley's post, and she says, um, Bradley, I do not know you personally, but I got to know Caddy through her waitressing job when she took great care of me and my family, saw her near every week when she was pregnant. I know she has a good heart, and I prayed for her as well as Maddox and the rest of you all, her family. Everyone makes mistakes along the ride of life and deserves a second chance. Spread love, not hate. Hope both are doing okay. And then someone else says, let's all remind her there is coming back from this. She is still here for a reason. God doesn't give a fuck about your fucking opinions. So there you go. Bradley defending both of his sisters on social media.
Mm-mm.
So now moving on to Mr. McMumbles. He seems like he has a lot of issues. Okay. First, he was, on his story saying, hit me up, hit my DM up for the Cash App. I'm in a tough place right now. Then he says, Alexis did not trap me. Why do you, simpletons keep saying that shit? Then he goes on to say, me and Alexis are not together right now. We've been not seeing eye to eye. I guess when she kicked you out of her house live on TikTok, that was your first clue, maybe. And then he says, Cincinnati be boring. What y'all got going on? I guess you can't leave the state. I don't know. So I wonder if Alexis kicking you out has anything to do with this shit. Okay, check out what he posted to his TikTok. And he could say that it's a joke all he wants, but like it just shows how immature and honestly stupid this dude is. All right, guys. So then the other thing, you know, Julius is one of those cast members that wants all of the social media attention, but then complains when he gets it. And then he's all like, oh, y'all don't even know me. Leave me alone. Y'all don't know who I am. Leave me alone. I'm like, okay, dude. But weren't you begging for the attention not too long ago on the Facebook groups and such? Asking for myself.
See some shit on the television, the internet, and run with it. Don't know these folks from a can of paint. Y'all weird for sure. Stop playing with Susu, man. She know what she talking about. She hit that shit right on the head. Y'all don't know these folks from a can of paint. Y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know Alexis. Stop acting like y'all know us, man. Like I ain't gonna lie. That shit really do be hilarious to me. It's nothing I hate more in this world than a fake ass activist. That's what y'all be. Y'all be fake ass activists. And then it be so crazy to me, like really mind boggling. 9 out of 10 of these people, or these females, because most of y'all in these comments be female, y'all don't have a man. Y'all don't have a man. Who about to take relationship advice from somebody that don't even got a relationship? You can't give me positive advice about a relationship. The fuck? What y'all need to be doing is y'all need to be directing that negative energy y'all be having towards focusing on your own self, man. Stop worrying about the next motherfucker, the next man, the next woman. Start worrying about your own self. Focus on your own problems. See, me personally, as y'all already know, I don't give no fucks about what the next motherfucker got going on. I'm way too busy focusing on myself and my own problems. How the fuck I got time to be worried about what the next motherfucker got going on? That be y'all problem, man. Stop worrying about the next motherfucker, the next man, the next woman. Start worrying about yourself, man. You will do better.
Okay. So, Mr. McMumbles, I have a question for you. You had no problem with all of the attention you were receiving. You were jumping on Facebook groups, commenting everywhere, doing all sorts of stuff on social media. And now that you're getting um, throwback because of your actions on the show, your actions on social media, what the fans see, now you're like, y'all don't know me, mind your fucking business. Okay, I get it, but not really. Alexis is trying to get her post baby body back, working out in the gym. Good for her. Good for you, Alexis. Self care. Okay. Now, To this person, I just have to say one thing. No, I will not cut the crap. No, actually I'm going to say a lot of things. No, I will not cut the crap. Yes, he is holding his baby by her neck, and if any pediatrician try to pick up a baby the way Julius is holding his daughter in these pictures, first of all, I would snatch that baby out of that pediatrician's hands and I would go find another pediatrician. Okay? Please. Why does Julius look like he's about to choke slam his poor baby daughter in his music video? Great way to show off your baby in your music video. Just saying. But Alexis wants to know, why does everybody have negative comments and fucked up things to say to her on her page? Well, I guess it's partially from what they seen on TV, girl. I'm just saying. But I agree. Who cares what her hair looks like? Who cares what she looks like? She is a hardworking mom now. She has an infant. And obviously, from what I could see, Julius ain't doing a damn fucking thing. But, he insists, we're good. We're good. Anyway, he also insists that Alexis never supported him, that he, took care of himself, and blah, 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 blah. I am so sick of him. Honestly, I cannot wait for the Mama June break to be over. So everyone will get disinterested in Julius and start ripping apart the people on Life After Lockup. Just saying. Troy and Zaria probably will be taking Julius and Alexis's place in the fans tearing apart on Facebook and Reddit, I should say, for this new season of Life After Lockup. Because during and Love After Lockup, they were one of the most talked about couples. Okay. Partially because of Zaria's craziness on TV. So she did a question and answer session. We're not going to find out what she's having until we see it on TV. The wedding is already planning. Okay. Now, the one thing that we find out, well, it hasn't been a secret. If you guys have been watching me since their first season, Zaria has talked about how she is bisexual. Someone asked her she would be in a poly relationship, and she's like, sure, why not? It has to be the right person, blah blah blah. So don't try to apply for their relationship like a weird reality show. They will be willing to take a third person, but it has to be the right third person. And Zaria has talked about her bisexuality before during her seasons on, not necessarily on TV, but like on social media during her seasons of Love During and Love After Lockup. So happy birthday to Goofy. They all went out like young kids in their 20s who don't have a basketball team worth of kids usually do. But nah, they went out, celebrated Goofy's birthday. I really would like to know what Justine is wearing, but hey, more power to her. And speaking of one of the 19 kids that they have together, Melody, Mike's daughter, graduated from high school and she had her family in the audience screaming their heads off the way it should be. Congratulations, Melody, for graduating high school. So now moving on, Bianca and Daniel. Bianca got a new man. Okay, no more inmates for her. Daniel, on the other hand, took us a tour on his cell at the government run state rehab that he is currently at. So let me share this with you guys.
All right, everybody. I'm gonna give you a tour of the old cell. This is where I do most of my reading. I'm currently in Shogun Part 1. Thank you, Brandon. It's a great book. Bedside, there's my backpack with all my classwork. Commissary, toilet, desk for all my journaling needs. My weekly goals. So my dresser. These ones I've already finished. And I got more down there just waiting for me. Trash can. My little tomato plants, still waiting for them to sprout. And my bed. All this, all to myself.
So I really hope that this stay in rehab is what Daniel needs to stay out of prison, stay out of trouble. Apparently, he must have had another failed drug test for his parole officer to send him to the state run rehab, which, from what I understand, is basically a step away from being returned back to prison. But I'm wishing Daniel the best. Speaking of graduations, Brittany, as in Brittany and Marcelino's Brittany, she celebrated her oldest daughter's high school graduation. As you guys may or may not remember, Brittany talked about on her crime story about two children that she gave up for adoption. She has since reconnected with both of them, her son and her daughter graduated from high school. And to me, she is the spitting image of Brittany. Marcelino was back in Vegas and he is hanging out with his kids. And this makes me really sad. Eris posted this to her story the other day that the postpartum depression with this last pregnancy with Lyric is really hitting her. And she wished that she had an outlet. This makes me really, really sad. And I wish her the best because I remember postpartum depression 21 years later. My son is turning 21 in July, and I can still remember that shit sucks and how isolated and alone and hormonal and emotional you feel. So, my thoughts go out to you, Eris, if you happen to be listening by any chance. My thoughts really go out to you. I really sympathize with you as a woman. So moving on, we have Garrett celebrating Memorial Day with his baby mama Tay. Jessica's celebrating Memorial Day with her adorable son. And Chevelle, who is pregnant, looking glowing. Chan's spending time with his son in the hospital. The surgery was a success, and his son is slowly recovering from what I could see in his stories. Key Rock wants everyone to succeed, and he wants everyone in his contacts to win the lottery. I'm in his contacts, okay? From your mouth to God's ears, Key Rock. That's all I have to say. And we have Megan, as in Megan, Michael, and Sarah. And that is basically it. So thank you so much, you guys, for watching me. Please subscribe if you don't already. Double check that you are subscribed because YouTube likes to fucking play games and they will unsubscribe you without you realizing. And then you'll say, oh shit, why isn't Mary's videos popping up on my feed? That's why. Like, share with a friend or 10, comment, and please consider joining my membership. Thank you so much, everybody. Make sure you have your notifications on for my La Madre interview this evening, and I'll see you next time. Bye.